Everybody ready? Come on, let's go.
The Rick Thorne Show! Let's go! The Rick Thorne Show! Let's go!
Hey, yo, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show. I'm Rick Thorne. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy because I got some cool guests this week. Good friends of mine, the band Sumthing Strange. What's up, guys?
What's happening,
What's up, brother?
man?
Some strange shit going on here.
There is.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? What are you
I
doing?
remember that intro.
You wrote that intro with me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I played guitar on that.
Rick
dude.
Thorne Show.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, just so you know, Johnny's also a producer. Produces a lot of the good guys in black. You're like, hey, what's up, man?
One of the best vocal guys in the city,
Johnny?
Yeah.
And what's your name again?
Alex.
That's it, Alex. Sorry,
It's
Alex.
actually Gerardo Alejandro Presnek.
Alex, I'm sorry I forgot your name,
It's
but
all
I can
good.
never forget your look, dude. So what's going on with Something Strange, man? How long you guys been around?
2020.
Since 2020, yeah.
COVID days?
Maybe
Actually,
just
COVID
before.
drove us. Well, we were working on stuff.
2019
I had a bunch of
possibly.
stuff, kind of like how you went to Johnny and brought your music to him and said, let's record.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. We got together and he's like, oh man, there's some cool shit here. And then he's like, this isn't going to really work.
But his style was like really cool, and I've always loved that 80s, alt kind of music, and his voice was like super interesting. Like right away, I gravitated towards his voice because he's got like a, very powerful and operatic in some ways, and I just thought, man,
What would you compare it to? Don't you hate when people ask you that, though? What's your band sound like?
Well,
Who's you guys sound like, dude?
When I was younger, I actually got to sing with Robbie Krieger and Ray Manzarek doing like Doors stuff. So I felt like I was a cover. But for me, it was their music.
You got a little Jim Morrison sound.
I had that a little bit.
Come on now, touch me.
he's got
Baby.
that blues. He's got that blues
Yeah.
thing, and we try to, not music comes from the blues, but I mean we try to steer away from that because I'm more of a pop guy.
Yeah.
And I also
I know we fight about that a lot.
I also try to steer away from the pop too.
Me and you
because
fight. Sing higher. I don't sing
You
that
should
high,
see
bro.
us. I mean,
Stop,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, you know.
I'm like
It's the
down
almost
here,
go
bro.
to blows thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Just what Johnny's like, just the one word, like just that one word. I'm like, it's fine the way it is, bro.
Yeah, and that's the punk rock side of you saying, "Hey, let it be what it is."
But the lazy side of me going, I don't want to try it. To sing that high.
But don't you like being
know that
pushed and
feeling.
challenged? And
I do. I'm just giving you a hard time. Of course I do.
I think
Who doesn't?
I think ultimately where we've come from, we've grown so much, and we're only going to continue to grow. And I don't want to. You can go oddball, you can go wacky, and create some
Which
crazy
we will
stuff
go
that
wacky
seems
and
like it's
crazy.
never been done before. But I think people really enjoy something they're familiar with.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we are now, is trying to make it, because it's really, really hard to get your music heard. Even though there's so many tools for it, it's just really hard because there's so much of it.
And
Yeah.
also, like all the
Every day.
AI tools that are out there, basically tell it what you want and it blasts out something close, which is
Yeah.
pretty nutty. It's like, holy fuck. And you can literally just spit a few things. I want to see you. And then now you come out back and it gives you a whole jazz song that you're like, what the fuck?
I think that's inspirational too. I think maybe
Yeah.
people want to be involved in music, and maybe they never had it like in their blood, like where they come from it, like they're inspired by their parents or their father or their mother or sister or brother who's in music, and it becomes relatable, or it's in their family. I think that's now, with all the tools, it can inspire someone. So I don't
Yeah.
want to like hate on it.
No, I get it. I
wanna-
mean, everybody's like nowadays.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
But do you think though, even back in the day, more people probably could have been musicians? They just weren't in the right spot, didn't know the right people, didn't live in the right area. Because I grew up in the Midwest, so it was always like California's where it's at. If you're in California, you're like, oh, what am I gonna do? You had to like, but then again, there was a lot of places that have music, like Detroit and the Midwest, and I mean, there was a lot of places that did. But you had to know it was different. Now it's like we could write a song right now on your phone.
Yeah.
Record my voice. You ready? ba 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 ba, and then there we go.
Right,
They give me a little something to it. So we got a hit, bro. Let's go on the road.
What's so weird is it's funny.
Right? Am I right though?
Yeah. As we
That's
get
kinda cool.
older,
Yes.
it's
I
as
love
we get
it.
older. I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel this way. It's like, not that I was in dire needs of moving to California. I'm from Philly. Music was big there, and people were in bands and were playing on South Street and playing in clubs every night. And you could be just as successful there as you could be successful here. And yes, there are more opportunities of people in the video world, filming and,
Of course.
and stuff like that out in California, and actors and all that. But I don't know if I was in a community where I was driven to move to California. It just so happened that someone was like, "Hey, you should work with this producer. They're in California."
Yeah, but you've been in I've known him, Alex. I've known him longer, but I know that you've been in the music a lot longer. You did stuff with like Alice
17.
Cooper back in the day and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you've had different styles of music that you probably played to get to where you're at now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you were led in a different way, and that was a different time, though, don't you think? It was like work with this producer seemed like a bigger deal, or is it still a big deal? I don't know.
I think my mind was different too. I was in my 20s, and it was like, yeah. And you know what I mean? And now being out in California, it's like, my point was, my mind is saying like, well, I could do this anywhere. Isn't it truly about happiness? I mean, honestly, shouldn't we just be living life to be happy?
It's changed. The point you're trying to make is, do you still need to be with those people? Do you still need to be with the people that put you in front of the people? That is still the truth. Because you think about, even though you've got the World Wide Web, there's literally 20,000 new songs every day being spit out to the world. Literally.
That many, you think?
Oh, it is. Absolutely.
20,000?
Absolutely.
There are
If there's 8 billion people, or how many, 7 billion people? That's nothing.
We got I told you we got the ha 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 song we just
I
wrote
thought it
just
was
now.
like, I thought the statistics were like, there's like 100.
We're gonna write a whole record before this podcast is
could
over.
do that.
Like I got another one that goes.
By the way,
I'm
I'm so sorry.
Like 100,000.
I need a plunger at some point because I did that, and I do it at every place, and I apologize.
What?
I backed the
clogged the
toilet
toilet?
up, man.
This
I'm
one
so
you did?
sorry. There's nothing everywhere I go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that up or bring that up.
Wait,
but I
so you
need-
just-
Oh, that's funny you bring that up, because my fiance Denisia gets really upset with me because she goes, somehow you figure out to bring up some like pooping or shitting.
Wait a second.
I'm
Wait a
sorry.
second. We were
I
just
didn't do that.
we were
I'm
just
sorry.
talking.
I'm sorry.
Are we talking about songs written a year, a day, or how many toilets are clogged a day? What are we talking about?
No, that
Did
was
we go
just
right
my
to the
wacky
toilet?
thought in my head,
know.
man. I'm
We went
sorry.
right to the toilet just now.
We merged it. We went from.
It wasn't a merge. That was a drop off. There was no fucking
Wait,
merge
no
there.
laughing,
It's
no
like, hey,
laughing.
20,000 songs. I clogged the toilet.
Well, the point I'm getting at is it's a toilet bowl full of songs, and there's a lot of shit in there. But sometimes you find a little,
One little pebble will
nugget.
sneak
I think
through.
it's like over 100,000 songs are released. Like
He's got a
every day.
point. He's got a point. Through all the shit, one little pebble, peek, and go right through the clogged shit. And
That's
then
it.
boom, it's a hit.
Needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
Isn't there a band that was called Toilet Boys back in the day?
No, Zero Boys.
Zero Boys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we should start a new one, a side project. Toilet Bowls. The first song's called Plunger. And the sound effect goes,
Coming at you.
Johnny, you hear it. I hear it in my head.
Come on, Johnny. What's the drum beat going to be
I
like?
don't know, man.
Bass drum all day on that one because it's got to be deep. You know what I mean?
The fun part
wait,
about
where were we
writing
at?
music.
Oh, yeah.
Back
Fun
to
part.
music. Okay. As far as working with producers and the people that put your face in front of everyone, if you know the guy that runs Live Nation and he's your friend and wants you out in front of everybody, it's a good person to have on your pocket.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that you should say, "Oh, we got all these tools. I don't need all these people I met." That's not what I was saying. Absolutely, contacts are a lot. Your friendships are a lot, and your relationships mean a lot. Absolutely.
that's it.
But it's like to start a band, to start something, because people, nowadays you can start. It's just starting. I think just start something, and then it becomes something.
Well, if
But I
I-
think
That's
when
the
people need to
key.
just start.
That's it. Yeah,
if
the
I didn't
first
meet
step
those
is the
people,
hardest.
I wouldn't have. I have to understand and thank them, because they showed me, I was in my 20s and they were probably in their 30s or 40s.
Oh,
and
tell them about the guy who trained you on
Pro Tools. I mean, I learned recording software because of those people. I was inspired by what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I was just in a band that came from a rehearsal room and then out to
Out
LA.
in Philly, dog, eating pretzels.
Soft pretzels. You know what my mom used to
that
say?
place burned down too. The one that sold the good pretzels and the
Cheesesteaks?
the cheesesteaks.
No, they just sold cheesesteaks.
What, in Philly?
Yeah, Jim Steaks. It
I'm saying
burned
on the
South
corner
Street.
in Philly, they
No,
got
but
bags of pretzels
My
everywhere.
mom would say this to me all the
yeah.
time. Honey, I know they're good, but where do they wash their hands? Where do they go to the bathroom?
That's
And
used
they're
to work-
handing you your pretzels.
I used to work at the Olive Garden. I never washed my hands neither. Just throwing it out there. Sorry,
Is
everybody.
that
out
why
there.
they taste
that
so
was
good?
the extra
Yeah.
zest.
Hey, Tony, the spicy, the meatball.
That's funny.
Woo! Hey, I know that song. Ready? From the pasta we make to lasagna we bake. Ba, 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 we're wishing you a happy birthday. Just had to sing that shit. Yeah, ride my bike to work.
Great.
You got it made, man. You're lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
You worked.
Did you
gotta
guys
keep-
pull tips or did you get your own tips?
I mean, if you could sometimes steal them off the table from the waiters, but besides that,
But I think that ultimately what you were saying before,
we would divide
it may be maybe different in the Midwest, the idea of California.
Back in the day, nowadays the internet's just everything's changed the game.
Right.
I mean, not just music, but like sports, movies, anything in the entertainment, comedy, especially. Everything's just changed. The internet changed the game, and a lot of people, I think, hey man, let them try, let them do their thing. I mean, it's better. What do you think? I think it's better if someone's trying to play music than not doing something stupid or doing dumb. At least they're doing something, whether you like it or not. As long as they like it and they're having fun doing it, that's the key. I think you got to have fun doing what you're doing. Otherwise, none of it matters.
Why? Yeah,
understand that.
exactly. If
That's
you
life,
can't
right?
enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, our goal is to, come up with something new constantly and, putting out music every month.
What do you mean new? Like new sound or new song? Or
A song.
you don't want the sound to be consistent. You want it to be completely
He
different.
does. I don't.
You want it to be
We
different.
both go around in circles, but the reality is that's what makes us work.
Yeah.
Because I come with some fucked up, wacky shit sometimes.
He does. I
And
always
he's
know
like,
that.
that's not going to work. But it worked for my kids.
Yeah.
Like singing to the dog, oh, dookie, 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 butt. And the dogs get so excited.
I'm getting aroused right now.
Yeah.
You know?
So, but like, think about like an animal, how wild and crazy it gets when you start singing in that.
Yeah.
Got to
and you-
tame this beast.
But that's
That's
what
all.
You got all this
that whole
creativeness coming in
energy.
here. Yeah.
That's all. So sometimes,
Do you ever hear the band called Urban Dance Squad? Back in the 90s. And they had this song called, I'm pretty sure it was called, one of the songs was Deeper Shade of Soul.
oh, I remember that
But they had
song.
a bunch of different songs and he almost sounded, Rage Against the Machine sounds a lot like this lead singer. Not to say that they imitated him. I'm not saying that. Just the tone of Zach's voice at times sounds a lot like Urban Dance Squad's voice. They were ahead of their time, but their songs were all so different that I felt like they didn't land in one specific spot because of that. Sometimes when bands are different, they could play with all types of bands.
Right.
Like some hip hop bands could play with some rock bands and it all makes sense. But I know what you mean. You want to change it some, but not too much to where
It's like out of the whack.
It's like, well, our fans used to be this sound and now like we're trying to do metal. It's like we just lost these guys trying to get these guys or girls or whatever. You know what I mean? So you're not saying drastic changes, are
But
you?
that was the whole purpose of us. No, not. In reality, those are things that I do for the kids. My kids.
Got it.
I just do it because number one, they get annoyed, and when their friends are over, I just embarrass them. So it's like,
Or
he's really musical, man.
Or
He'll
is it
send me stuff.
you think in your head this would be rad, but in reality,
no, I think right now I'm enjoying it.
I'm kidding.
No, you're right though.
I do that with jokes all the time.
Like I
this would
told
be great, and I'm like, this is not great.
I asked one of my buddies, we were in the water surfing. I said, "What do you think of the name Mubble Kibbins?" He goes, "Kind of lame, actually." And I'm like, "Fuck you,
Would
man."
you say what name?
Mubble Kibbins. It was a stupid. See, I
hard
don't
to say.
know.
No, it sounds like some
kinda
Petco
hard to
dog
say.
food shit.
But the point is,
I'm teasing you, man.
No,
I'm
no,
having fun. I'm
I
having
love
fun.
it.
I'm having fun.
Hey, there's no punches to be pulled, brother. I love being hit. What I'm saying is, the guy, we almost got in a fight because at that moment I was so serious. It was for my brother, my little brother Mark. Who, anyway, all that's aside, but he said it was kind of lame. And in truth, looking back, I'm like, that was a pretty stupid name.
Mumble Kittens?
I think it was Mumble Kibbins.
Mumble Kibbins.
Mubble Kibbins, yeah.
Mubble.
You'll never
What
forget
is a
that
mubble?
name. Mumble Kibbins.
What is a Mubble?
Nothing. It's just me making up a name.
I mean, hey, it's hard to come up with band names, so I give you props on that one. Everything's taken. Like, you ain't got a good name. You go, some assholes got this already.
Yeah,
They
like-
released one song 8 years ago. Oh, you guys are killing it.
Nobody's got Mubble Kibbins because
Now they will. You better patent this shit.
it's lame.
No, the first record's called Because It's Lame.
it is lame.
Bubble Kibbins. If one of you assholes, one of you people, if somebody out there steals this band name, okay?
What would I say?
hey,
We're coming after you.
or-
Mumble
or-
Kibbins, this is him.
Or at least you got to let us open up, or you got to open up for
Go ahead,
us. One or the
impersonate
other.
me. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Impersonate me, okay, on how I would react if you came
Wait,
to me
what's the
and
accent?
brought that to my
Wait, you had some weird accent going
ahead,
on.
go ahead.
Impersonate me, Tony.
That's Philly.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, give me the
Go
Philly.
ahead. It's go ahead.
Go ahead. All right.
Or Jeet yet?
Yeah, go ahead.
G yet.
I thought Philly's like, get the fuck out of here,
Get
Tony.
the fuck
you
out of
fucking
here.
guy."
The first thing I saw was this big billboard. We fly into Philly, and I'm like, okay, it says Philly tough. That was it.
Oh, Philly
Nothing
tough.
else. Just Philly tough. And I was like,
I got love for Philly though. Philly's cool.
Oh, it's a
FDR skate
badass
park.
town.
I got some friends
It's
out
the
there.
accent. Like you could.
Yeah, I like Philadelphia.
I was a
Cool.
little sad
South
not to
Street?
see
The
Love
accent's
Park,
hilarious,
though.
man.
I wanted to see that and skate it. But it's all like built up and everything.
But
No,
there's
it's
a
not.
there's a.
But the Eagles
It's like
killed
Venice.
the Chiefs, and I'm Chiefs, so I'm
It
kind of
is
just
a
a little
tough.
bit
Oh, did that
upset.
happen?
It's tough love
Oh.
over the attitude.
Geez, you guys don't watch the game together?
When it comes Super Bowl time, like the football season, I don't even talk to him.
But he doesn't really care about football.
I do. My
But
son's
seriously, impersonate me. Let's get back to this.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Mubble Kibbins.
Okay.
If you came to me and said, "Hey, man, what if we name the band that?" What would be my reaction?
Go ahead. Nobody's going to listen to that shit. It's crap. Never mind. Get out of here. Come on, let's redo it again.
Are you for
Here,
real?
you want to know something?
that was Johnny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing it again. Sing it again. No, that's shit. Why? What are you talking about?
Just do it. Just yeah.
No, the
You're not
timing.
listening
The
to
timing.
yourself.
Listen.
Wait, so wait, we didn't. Just so everybody, what kind of style of music is Something Strange? We haven't let them know yet.
Was something strange. Actually, if you want to put us in a hole like that, then we're probably
Well, everybody does it.
David Bowie meets Depeche Mode and Alice in Chains, and then they all went to dinner together and met Shakira.
Weird.
Oh,
Shakira.
it sounds like
Nobody looks
Because
like
of the
her.
pop.
though.
Sounds like they got a DUI.
Hold on, I'm getting dizzy.
He laughs so hard he gets dizzy.
Wait, oh man, you got to hear what happened.
Wait, you laugh so hard you get dizzy?
Dude, he passed out.
No. I
Whoa.
was playing a joke on my wife. We're walking through Burlington Coat Factory. She's standing there next to some rack, next to a big pillar. You know those big white square pillars they have in the store.
Yep.
Anyway, I saw an opportunity. I felt some gas bubbling, and I walked right by her. There was a dude on the opposite
Crop
side of the
duster.
aisle checking shirts, and I went and just, but, and I hit around.
That.
Hold on. Hold
What's going on?
I feel
Is he
dizzy
okay?
right now. Yeah, I'm okay.
Jeff, do we got a medic? We don't have any like EMT on
gotta
staff.
pause.
Oh, this
no one
is
on
this
site.
is for real.
Let me pause. Okay.
This is
Well,
for real.
I
He laughed so
I
hard. he
laughed so
passed out.
hard. The doctor said, "Well, we'll get to that." Anyway, I laughed so hard I fell like that, and I tumped over into all the stuff I was hiding the
Wait,
rack.
but what were you doing again? You were
He
scaring her?
crop dusted her.
No,
He
I
farted.
farted a
Oh,
big
like you
fart,
buttercupped her or
and the
something?
guy looked at her as if
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Anyway, I passed out, and I'm on the I'm on the ground from farting and laughing myself to scorn. And I went to the hospital because I mean, shit, you don't just
You
pass out
laughed
from
yourself
laughing.
to death, bro. What's
Yeah,
going
the
on?
doctor said I have plump vessels. I don't know.
Plump. What's that mean?
Plump.
Plump.
Large.
No, like I cut off blood to my muscles, squeeze the plump
Sounds
blood
kinda-
vessels.
Sounds kind of sexy. Plump vessels.
That's a good
Yo,
band
baby.
name. Plump vessels.
Don't steal our shit, people. Plump vessels for Mumble Kibbins or whatever. Plump Vessels is the
I've
shit.
said it before.
Yo,
You got-
that's my new punk band. We're the Plump Vessels. Open up for the Sex Pistols.
Like I said before,
That happened to me too, the fart thing.
It did.
He's got so much energy, man.
One time I was in the elevator with my ex-wife,
Yeah.
and she ripped one. Horrible. She's like beautiful. You wouldn't think like this would come out of this person.
Oh, it smelled bad.
Yeah, and it's just me and her, and it opens, and it stops on the next floor. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, and it's two cops, and they walk in, and you see her, this beautiful blonde, like Brazilian, like, and then they see me,
And they're like, he did it for sure.
and they're like, this mother, like looking at me, and I was like, dude, bring it her. And I got blamed for it the whole way. I thought I was gonna get arrested. I know they come up with some law, like, like can't sneak up an elevator like that. Turn around, buddy. The whole time, like it was her. It was her. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Did they say anything?
No, it was quiet, and I was just like, oh my god. They just the way they looked at me and smiled her hi and looked at me like, I was like, bro,
That's funny.
they got away.
That's
She got
good.
away with fart murder.
Well, that's not.
So I didn't laugh. I was like, I passed out in a different way. Like, no,
Yeah,
that's
you-
been,
And
Anyways,
you almost got arrested.
yeah. Anyways, fart stories.
Have you been arrested ever?
No, I've never spent any time in jail. I think the most that I've ever just got a ticket maybe for riding, but like I've never done. I've never
Riding.
been in any jail.
I was going to ask
Yeah.
about that. Tickets.
Just like riding a spot or like more kind of like detained for a second to be like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing riding here?
I got a ticket for
that kind of thing,
indecent.
but nothing.
Well,
What'd you got a ticket for what?
indecent exposure on the beach.
What was hanging out?
I just changed out of my wetsuit. It was like 6 a.m. in the morning. I just got out of the water.
Were you nude though? Did you get up behind a tower or did you just strip nude?
Nobody was there.
Dude, you know you can't. You know you're a target for
They're
that.
watching.
No one was there. It was 6 a.m. I literally caught Dawn Patrol.
Somebody saw it.
for an hour and got out. Well, I never
Did you go
dealt
on like
with
a?
it.
Do you when you get a ticket for indecent exposure?
like-
do you go like on a pedo list or something?
No. This is 20 years ago. It wasn't. It
Nowadays
wasn't
you
from
probably would.
No, it's not a police officer. It was the warden from the park. I was at a remote surf spot. Nobody is out there. Like literally nobody. Even the parking lot, I couldn't see it. It was the weirdest shit.
How much was the ticket?
I don't know. I never paid it or even dealt with it.
Uh-oh. Then we go on tour and we try to go over into Canada.
Hey, can we cut that part out for homie?
This is like 25, they're almost 30 years ago.
It don't matter, dude. They keep that shit. They'll pull it out.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Do they let you in Canada if you have an indecent exposure ticket? Or
I don't know. I think a lot's
No, I'm
changed
kidding.
with
I was
Canada.
just changing into my
because
shorts.
they won't let you in there if a DUI.
No, well, here's the deal. Yeah, but if you what I learned, I went to Canada not too long ago. When you fly in, I realized it's different than driving in because I was like, man, I'm gonna get sweated because of the way I look. I already know. Right. And then I noticed that a lot of people at the TSA in Canada, they're TSA, I guess that maybe I think that's what they're called. I don't know, but they're all tattooed. So I was like, oh, no questions at all.
Yeah.
But I think if I would have drove in, I think it raises more like, why are you coming here? Which then it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think things have changed a bit. But yeah, if you have a DUI, you can't get into Canada. They're pretty gnarly about
Well,
that.
anyway, the quickness of me pulling my suit off and putting my shorts on was literally like, I'm just going to do it. I don't have a towel, but I got to get out of this suit because I got to hike up the hill to the parking lot. It's on the beach. Man, Black's Beach, people walk around with their shit dangling all over the place.
What's the address to that place?
You got to stop, man.
Hey, I don't need you to be dying on this couch right now, bro.
I'm not gonna die.
We got to get through this freaking episode.
I'm sorry.
Then you can do whatever you want.
I won't die. If I do pass out, though, I mean, hey, that might be
I'm
something.
going to draw on your face. I'm going to add to your
You draw another
mustache.
mustache there?
I'm going to draw a penis on your cheek.
Ah, kinky.
Ah, that's the classic. Okay, so listen, you guys are a lot of fun. What are your shows like?
Like this.
You guys have
We
fun
have a
on stage?
blast, yeah.
Like you have fun right now, but
It's
on stage, are
moody.
you different
Okay,
kinds of
it's a
demeanor?
different
Yeah, it's
vibe.
not a
It is
joke.
You're more
vibe.
serious about
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, well, it's a show, man. It's not us. We're playing. The songs are use your mind to make your come to your conclusions about the music because we don't just throw words out and say, like, which I have nothing against these songs, but like body yada 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 yada, just over and over and over again. Which great song, my kids love it, all that and the other. But our songs actually say stuff that we feel we want to put that message out, something of positivity or something to.
It's relatable.
Bring people up
I mean,
or talk about life. I mean, it's our experiences. Some of the songs are really deep, like crushing things we had to deal with, like death in your friends or family or whatever. And some of the songs are lighthearted, but the mood of our show is like, if you go see, I don't know, what kind of movie would you go see? Like if you went to go see 2000 Space Odyssey and you were hired in a Georgia Pine and took some acid, that's like going to see our show. If you were.
I went to see Depeche Mode with my lovely fiance over there, and it was probably one of the coolest shows. This Memento, whatever their
Would you compare your guys' self to Depeche Mode a little bit?
I would only say that.
I don't like to say that though. I hate it when people ask me. I know I said that earlier. I hate
the only reason why, and it's about a feeling of emotion and mood. The music is not super similar to it.
I would say we'd work well on a bill with them. How about that? Because I don't compare.
No, I've heard your
ourselves
music.
to
I know
them.
your music, and I like it. You got a great
But we're
voice.
more.
Thanks,
we're
man.
more
Yeah.
a little more
Likewise,
newer,
actually.
The rest of
newer
the
pop
band,
style.
I don't know about, you know what I mean? The rest
Newer pop style. Even though, they have an oddball song, in there that became a huge hit.
What's that?
Depeche Mode. They have that. What's that song that's really like poppy?
Personal Jesus.
No.
Great song.
Johnny Cash covered that.
It's very
Oh, I
childish.
know.
Like
I love that. Actually,
I
that was
might
a good
space
cover.
on the song.
I got to meet him one time.
Johnny Cash?
Yeah, on the show called
I
Renegade.
can't think of it.
Wait, hold on. Hold this thought. Johnny Cash is more important. You met Johnny Cash?
On a show called Renegade. Yeah.
What is that?
It's this guy. What was his name?
Is that a TV
He was
show?
a motorcycle guy. He was like a renegade.
So it was an acting gig he was doing.
Yeah.
A cameo.
Yeah. That's it.
Whoa.
It was pretty cool, man.
I love Johnny Cash. Who doesn't?
He's such a nice guy. Man.
I can't think of the song, but it's very poppy, and it was one of their major hits. You know the song I'm talking about, man. It's really poppy. It's like weird.
Personal Jesus.
No,
You're
there's all dark stuff. That's all moody. Yeah, that's it.
What is
That's
it?
I can't get.
Oh,
Just
just
can't
can't
yeah.
get.
Just can't get enough.
That's a sing-along.
It's very poppy, very repetitive, and very kind of childlike nursery
Yeah,
rhyming.
it's a sing-along.
thing.
Sing-along.
But and again,
Oh, yeah.
however, there's whatever emotion is coming out of them in lyric, they're putting it out there, and it's the attraction is how it's catchy, right? And that's the way to grab the listener. And
Got
then
it.
maybe the listener is now, if that's the way the listener listens to music, they're now relating to.
But
the
a lot
lyrics.
of those people that probably go see Depeche Mode like that song when they were 12 years old.
Could be.
Can't get enough.
It is very catchy, and they played it live.
So like, it reminds me of my youth, and they're out there like,
They played it live. They
no
did it,
diss,
even
but-
though this whole new style is very. I'm telling you, it's moody, man. And it does cost a lot of money to have a show like that. I understand that their show costs.
Did you guys
a lot
do
of
shows?
money.
Did you guys do a show with them?
No, but it was answering
Oh, you
the
went
question.
and saw them. Okay, yeah.
I went to see them, and I just thought maybe it was that time, and I haven't seen a band that impressed me so much live. And I've known about Depeche Mode for the longest time.
Did you get inspired?
I was very inspired. It fired me up to want to put like this insane show together. But the reality of it is at this stage in our career, we just don't have the means to do that or the place to do it.
Listen, if you need something to add to your show, might be kind of cool. Is it like someone that got a juggler?
I can juggle.
Yeah, you get a juggler, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, I get it.
Actually, the weirdest show.
People still go see the circus. I mean,
I'm totally messed around, dude. I'm telling you guys just got off tour though
we did.
Yeah.
with Gene,
Gene Loves Jezebel.
and that's kind of like the same.
And Bow
kind
Wow Wow.
You guys did Bow Wow Wow too?
Well,
Yeah.
they were on the
They were on
first
the
So that's
two
all the
shows.
same kind of sounding like vibe.
Yeah,
Not to say it's your guys' vibe, but like Depeche
No,
Mode,
no,
the
It
same
suits.
era.
We're similar vibes. We're all
It's
similar
like that
vibes.
gothic post-punk. It still kind of has that alt pop in it a little bit. But we thought we got the offer from the guitar player in Gene Loves Jezebel. He's a friend of ours, and he just said, "Hey, man, I saw your band at the Viper Room. Would you guys want to go on this tour?" And right away, I looked at him and I go, dude, you want to do this? You know, like this is serious. This is our opportunity. We knew if we started playing,
you want to play it.
Yeah, you gotta go
we knew
out
if we
and
started putting this live show together and started playing out, that this is what I knew this was going to happen. Because again, I wasn't super eager to go out and play live shows. He was immediately. He's like, dude, let's go put a live show together. I'm like, we got to have the material, right? I mean, he's a performer. But
I like playing shows. I'll get up and play with anybody at any time.
Exactly. And see, I'm a little more reserved when it comes to that. Not that I'm better than anybody. That doesn't mean that at all.
You
just
like
am more
having
reserved.
something more rehearsed.
I do. I kind of like having something a little more controlled.
He comes from less of the vaudevillian.
He's chaos.
He's the producer.
He's chaos.
That's how producers are. They want to be like, hey, sing it again.
Yeah.
Sing it again.
I'm vaudevillian. He's Shakespeare.
Johnny, I'm just playing around.
No, of course, though.
Yeah.
When I hear him say something, if he's on the mic and he's singing something, I know right away how I feel. He may not feel it, but I may feel it because I'm listening and he's just performing.
Like yesterday, we were working on a new song, for instance. And I just was like, this whole song, man, I don't feel it. I'm not hearing what you're hearing, but that's where he gets the vision. And that's why I love working with him, because he brings stuff out of me that I personally would be like, nah, or it's like, maybe it just goes like, I'm going east and it's going west, and I just passed it up at 80 miles an hour.
That's what you did in the bathroom too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I promise I'll plunge it, man.
Stuff
I promise.
comes through you. I don't even want to see it.
I had to let it refill because I had to get back out here.
But back on the tour thing.
Yeah, but what was the response like? Because you're a new band, you're out with support with these known bands.
That was the hardest thing, man. It's like, we thought,
because those are pretty well-known bands from the 80s.
They are, but they don't tour a lot. And again, if you're not out there touring, we were expecting 300 people every night. We were. And that is why we kind of...
So it wasn't that?
It wasn't that.
What, like 100 people?
Less.
For even
sometimes,
even Bow Wow Wow?
I think one or two of the shows had about 100 people.
Even Bow Wow Wow?
They were only on the first two shows.
How were those shows? They seem like a bigger band.
No, they're not.
They're not?
They're not. They did have a hit. But so did Gene Loves Jezebel. I think it's just different. I think that...
You know what it is?
Music changes and people get older too, don't they?
And also getting out is not the same as it was before the pandemic.
And remember this, Rick, this goes back to what you were saying.
What?
About hired members. They're all hired members. Those are bands with one person in the band that is the original member. Now,
Sex Pistols is doing that right now.
And this is not speaking... Listen, this is
singing.
I forgot his name. They got some singer.
It's kind of like Rome singing for...
And this is not speaking badly on...
There's got Johnny. It's like, it's not the same band.
Let me just make sure. This is not speaking badly on those bands at all. It's just the draw. We thought the draw would be better, and it would be something that we... But listen, we got greatness out of that tour. There were some definite tough moments.
To the clubs promoting, too. A lot of clubs want the band to do it all.
Of course.
They're like, no, we're buying you for this.
Yeah,
so
I know, yeah.
Instead of...
But I want to back up and say something about what I said about Sex Pistols and being hired and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't blame bands for doing that, though.
No.
Because bands fall apart, different members. But it's like if you get different members to come in, like Linkin Park got a new singer and this and that, but you still want to play music, you know what I mean? And people say, well, why don't you start something new? It's like, yeah, but I've already built this brand up and people know it.
But I think the members that are playing in that, they're there for a paycheck.
I'm not mad at that.
They're not there.
You're saying you see what I'm saying? You're saying with your thing with Gene Jones.
I'm saying that's the difference. Gene Loves Jezebel. No, I'm saying I think that it's
there's
not,
like only one member there.
I shouldn't say that
they're there for a paycheck, but the truth is,
it's not.
As a musician,
a lot of musicians are.
We're all sluts.
They want to get good at something. We talked about this earlier. You want to get good at playing drums, and be like, I could be hired by whoever. It doesn't matter who, as long as I'm on the road making money playing drums.
Or
we're there
to succeed. There's a lot of that.
We're there to succeed and promote
our music.
We're all out
there.
There's no creativeness in that, though.
No, that's true. You're right.
There's no creativeness in it.
We're there to succeed in so many different things with our project, our music, and maybe because it's new. And I'm not speaking for them, but I'm saying
I will.
They're there for a paycheck, okay? And they're getting paid. We're not. We're out there trying to get new listeners and gain things. And I'm not saying we didn't get anything. Like I said, we had some great things that happened on the road. We met Deco Entertainment.
Yeah.
I met Deco Entertainment. They saw us live in New Jersey, and they offered us a deal, and we took it. And it's a worldwide distribution through them. and it's through ADA Warner. Now, that took us on a whole nother step. Having ADA Warner when we release our music every month, it's now going through a major label distribution, and you are absolutely, through the streaming world, you are seen differently. I think there's other opportunities
Of course.
when you're being released that, rather than coming from the artist, which we're all supposed to be on the same playing field, are we not, when we're streaming music? That's the toughest part. We all are supposed to have the same tools to use.
The business hasn't changed. If you throw $1 million at a project, it's going to be seen and it's going to be heard, and there's going to be people that like it.
The money
Of
is
course.
That's it.
But it's like that in everything, though.
Yeah.
It's not just music.
Right.
It's sports. It's actors. It's like, it's a number of things.
Yeah.
Sports, you can actually win and get there a little bit, but it's still even more
Yeah, but
hard.
still, I personally think people invest more in players that they want to return with, that they see that may have a personality or something that people can gravitate to come watch the game.
Right.
And this guy over here may do the exact same. I'm speaking football, let's say, and this is just my opinion. Make touchdowns, but doesn't have anything about him that people aren't buying his jerseys.
Right.
So we're going to invest money in him because we see a return in this guy. This guy will keep just so we can keep winning, but we're not going to give him a lot. But he's part of the crew. But people aren't really showing up to see him.
Right.
And they invest money in people, and they show them more, and they talk about them more. But it's a little different because you still got to have the athletic ability.
Right.
You still got to be able to produce.
Right.
Right. Music could be fudged in a lot of different ways, because with sports, you're right. Sports, it is what it is.
Right.
You're either this fast or you're not. You can't make it up.
Yeah.
But with music, you can auto-tune it all day and Milli
Now you
Vanilli
gotta
it
go
out.
out.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you got to go out and figure out how.
You'll figure. So it is. You're right. It is different. Let me back up. And
You ever see the
contradict
interview
what I was saying?
after
It
they
is a
got
little
called
different.
out, Milli Vanilli, and then they had to sing? I just recently saw that.
Oh,
It's so
and
weird.
He did. He sung.
No, but
though.
they sucked.
I know.
They were singing
Wait,
and they were like,
the
they
band that did the Milli
no,
Vanilli?
Milli Vanilli. They were. You
You mean the
understand
two German guys?
Yeah, they
came
couldn't
out
One guy
and
killed
sang.
himself, unfortunately, because he
Yeah,
got so
they-
much
they-
crap.
They couldn't sing, but they were being taught how to sing because they
Baby.
got called out.
That you
And
hop
then they
my
jumped
at a
up
press conference.
Then they
I
jumped
saw it.
up at a press conference, and it was like, it wasn't great, man. It was like, well, it was like,
I mean, I could have been in that band.
Don't
You know what
worry,
I mean?
my love. I give
But-
you that.
Oh.
they learned.
They
also learned. They learned another language. I don't know another language.
Listen, if
They
Milli,
learned how to speak
this
English.
is horrible to say, but I'm going to say it because I think it's funny, and this is a comedian in me. If they would have just been like maybe a decade or so later, the lip sync thing's hot.
Yeah.
You know, people got millions of TikTok followers lip syncing.
I know.
They could have killed the game.
Maybe they still can.
No,
Well, one guy killed
it's
him.
just
One
Millie.
of them. One of them.
Vanilli.
No, which one's alive?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Vanilli or
it's a bad
Manilli?
joke, but I
Milli Vanilli.
whatever. Don't hate me.
But let's.
That bombed. See what I mean? In my head, I think that's funny. Just like you with your singing. Hey, hoo, poochie dog, poochie dog.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
I got to show you
I
a
got a
video.
joke that works. Doesn't work. See?
Our
Bomb.
dog, the dog I'm singing about, he sits up and rubs himself just like this.
Jeez.
Yeah, I did
Now that
bestiality
would
on
be
this
something.
show.
No, but that would be something that would go viral on TikTok.
Yeah, but also too, I don't know, it'd be kind of creepy. Look at my dog playing with himself. Weird.
I didn't point it out. My daughters brought that to
And
me.
then
I'm
we
like,
could put the
like, what
song
is he
"Gorgeous"
doing?
on there that we did. No, listen, we did what came after that tour was that we heard a song every night called "Gorgeous" at Gene Loves Jezebel. They're an amazing band. They sound great live. The singer is absolutely fantastic.
Is that the original lead singer?
Yeah. Well, he's a twin, identical twin.
Oh, wow.
So am I. We had a long conversation about
So you
that.
guys are
too.
kind of like Milli Vanilli's.
And I have twin daughters.
Yeah. So
You're Milli Vanilli's.
No, I'm not.
So he, so I kept saying to him every night, like, well, not towards the end of the tour, I'm like, man, that song "Gorgeous" is such a great song. Like, why wasn't that a hit? You know, and maybe it came out at a time after they had, at least 2 singles that were popular, that it just never got the attention, right?
Right.
I heard the song.
I
said
thought
to
it
him,
was a hit.
No.
Oh, it never
no,
became that?
No.
Their other one, Desire.
But it
became a
is,
hit.
but it's a great song, and it's got such great hooks, and it should be something that is heard. So I said, look, Michael Aston is the singer. I said, that song is killer, man. And I said, I want to do a remake, because we've done some remakes for Sumthing Strange where we get inspired by that artist, and we want to get people out there that will hear
So
our
you
music
cover their
and be
song.
relatable. So we remake the song. Yeah, we cover it. We remake it. And with his voice, we do it.
Remake is another word for covering it.
Yeah, it's a remake because we're doing it in our style. We're not like blatantly just
Oh,
covering.
remake's different than cover. Cover, you cover it just as is.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
You cover it with your voice.
It's how people.
That's
But when I do a cover, I try to do it like just like.
Just
the
like
song.
Oh
the
yeah,
song,
no,
yeah.
we're doing a remake.
But a
it
remake is like this song, but my version.
It's a
of it.
reinvention.
Be like even a faster
We
tempo.
don't bleed it so far
I
away
may
that
change
you
the
don't
tempo.
know it.
Yes, this song gorgeous. I
Change the tempo, change something.
Sometimes
yeah.
that's
So,
exactly.
so that's a different. I'm just asking
Dude,
you.
you are exactly
remake
correct.
between
Yep.
a cover and a remake.
Yeah.
All right.
So we did this awesome, and what I did was I said, Michael, I want you to sing on it. I want you to be like a featured singer on it. Now he's the lead vocalist on it, but
Did that bother you? Hit your ego?
what? That he have another
It's a
feature?
joke, bro.
Oh no.
It's a joke.
Yeah, man.
You guys get all serious, bro. I know how lead singers
Actually,
are, bro. I'm like
we-
you. Stay out of my space,
Stay
bro.
out of my
This is my
space.
spot. bro.
Michael said-
microphone, damn it.
Michael said to me, I'll come into the studio if it's good. That's what he said to me. That was his response. And I was like, don't worry, it's going to be good. So immediately, within a week, I recorded it. We record songs super fast.
He calls him up and he's got.
I call him up and he comes over. He comes to the studio and he goes, look, why don't I just give you the whole take, the whole song? I'm like, fucking even better. So he sings the whole track
See?
like 2 times. And I'm like,
Now
this
we're
is
getting
great,
on
man.
my feet.
I'm like, this is great.
Now it's getting
Now
to
he'd
me.
That's
already.
why I got spikes.
No, that's why you're like, hey, bro, where did I come in? You guys singing back up? You're
No,
like,
he
oh,
al-
you in the background?
No. He already did the song. Alex's vocals were already on it. But what I said,
Backups by Alex.
but what I said to Michael was, I said,
That's a new band name.
Yeah.
I said, Michael,
Coming
this
all
is
kinds of shit.
this is fantastic, man. I'm like, what if we did a version with just you singing as well, and you could release it? And then it dawned on me. I said, look, Michael, if I make you a deal and I give you 50% of the master, so he'll own half the master of this recording, can we release it on our page, on your page through Gene Loves Jezebel, and through Michael Aston because he has his own personal page, through streaming? And my whole idea is to get out to his audience. He has like 130,000 monthly listeners or something. I want to get those super listeners to hear Something Strange because I am a fan of
Well,
Gene
that's
Loves
why
Jezebel.
that's why relationships are important. And that's where we go back to what we said
So
earlier.
I shouldn't.
Keep
I
your
never
relationship
want anybody
solid.
to think we
Don't
didn't
burn
get
any bridges.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't. I don't want anybody to think we didn't get anything out of this tour. The tour was fantastic.
But it was fun
Opened
to play
doors.
your music, to go out, to do your thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
again,
that's awesome.
Again, I
because
know.
I'm in my 40s now.
I know.
Of course.
But with this band, though.
with this band,
Yeah.
of course, I knew.
Because I thought it was over for you, bro.
Yeah, me too.
No, I'm just kidding. I thought like, bro, you've seen better days, Alice Cooper, yeah, school's out forever.
Forever.
My career's over forever.
I think he inspired me a lot to get back out and play music. If it wasn't for him, I probably would not be doing it again.
You guys need each other, though.
And
You're
but I get
you're
crazy.
You're like Lenny and Squiggy.
Yeah.
You know who that is?
I know who you're talking.
Lenny
Yeah,
and
Laverne and
Squiggy,
Shirley.
no.
Yeah, it was Lenny and Squiggy.
Hey, how old are you?
Schlemiel, Schlemagle.
Yeah,
Alphabet
I'm
Incorporated.
antique, bro. I'm like prehistoric. Look at those plastic surgery kept me looking good.
Oh, that's right. You've had a lot of surgeries.
I have.
Oh, Lord have mercy, man.
Yeah, I've had a lot.
How did you feel when you slammed the first time and like knew shit was fucking sideways?
Why do you want to bring this up right now?
I'm just asking.
He's like, I don't remember because I was knocked out.
No, because
serious,
listen,
man.
I before we came on, I watched some of your like old writing videos, and I was like, this motherfucker's nuts. Like
He's still doing backflips right now,
I'm
man.
saying. What I'm saying is because
Dude, I
I
was
skate
there. I
and
saw
surf
it,
and
dude.
snowboard, so I
Oh, dude,
know.
I
I
was
just went up to
impressed,
Woodward and I
man.
did this promo for Dude Wipes, and their whole thing is about how like it's about poop, right?
Yeah.
Wipes, yeah.
So they're like, hey, we'll pay you for do this post, and I said, okay, what if I did a backflip in the foam, and then someone films it, and they're like, oh, that was sick, and then when I turn around to climb out, it looks like I shit my pants. So you would have been perfect for this, Alex. So I bought some gray sweats, and it looks just like it. We're posting it this week. It looks just like it, and it's funny because yeah, I'm still doing backflips, but I'm not shitting my pants. But it looks like that. But I got to get you hooked up with Dude Wipes, bro.
Let me ask
Great.
you.
Well, that sounds awesome.
No, it looks so real. And the dude's like, dude, what is that? I'm like, it's a backflip.
Is this the
And he goes,
first-
you need these. You need 3 Dude Wipes.
Is this the first time on your show that you've had the subject of poop so much?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, no, it's okay.
He started it.
It's all right.
I didn't start it. You made me laugh, and I had an accident, so I had to go to the restroom.
Oh, Why? Because the turtle
You're
was
so
peeking.
funny. You make people shit their pants, dude.
Hey,
really,
hey,
but
why am I
letting
not
you-
on the? Hey, why am I not on the road with Chappelle? Oh, hey, I'm making people shit their pants. So you guys release music every month, something new.
That's our goal.
That's your
man.
goal.
That is
Yeah,
our
One
goal.
pretty
song
much.
a month.
At least.
I mean,
Are you looking to do that and then put it all on a record? Is that how
we did
kinda
that?
do it?
We have a couple records that we've done that way.
I should rephrase that. We did not start that way. We had like 15 songs, and he was like, "Yo, let's put a record out," before we even played a show, and we did it. I was sort of against it, but then I was like, "Man, this is really
because
cool."
big record release things aren't what they used to be. It's all about singles,
It's
isn't it?
you have
now,
if
yeah.
nobody knows you, why would you waste the whole record? Nobody's buying the record. Nobody knows about it.
Unless
We
you
had
got a big label
promo.
behind
Now
you.
and
press
even
and
with
pump it.
records now, you go play shows, you got to give away the records to let
So
them listen.
we met with
No one has DVD or
No
CD
one has
players
CD
anymore.
players either.
we
yeah.
met with like a management company that we still work with, and we're not like signed with them or anything, but Sydney and Richard, who actually plays keyboards in Something Strange, Richard does. They were like, "Look, man, that was a bad idea. You guys should be releasing singles. So what you can do now that you released that whole album, release singles from that album." So that's what we did. We started releasing singles.
It's kind of cool because each single could have different artwork. So then when you
There you
see
go.
it on the platform, 'cause I thought
That's one from one of them.
sick.
Oh, that's our new record.
That's
That's
the
not
new
out
record.
yet.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
when you see the artwork on all the singles,
Yeah.
on like say Spotify, let's say, because like
Yeah.
with my band, I'm like I release singles, so it's cool because you can be more creative.
It's a
than just
story
having,
for every
having
song.
one
That's
for
it,
all of
yeah.
it.
It's a story
and
for
then
every
you
song.
can take all the songs and make it even different, more artwork.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about the artwork. I love being creative with the artwork.
So what we did was we kind of
cool.
did it backwards at first, and now we're doing it the right way. So
You think kids should do that more? People in bands should do that more?
do what?
What you're doing? Singles and then release
I
it?
think that's super important.
Joe
If you're
from
not
the
known,
Vandals told me that years ago.
if you're not known, you need
Oh,
to.
that's cool.
You need to build your library, right? So
Yeah.
build it. Then once you build a bunch of singles, then you can put an album out because people are actually wanting to buy an album.
And then they could get the artwork, which is different
Yeah.
because then now you've collaborated. Yeah, it's
I
kind
mean,
of cool.
look, and a lot of these other bands that have had success in music and have a nice fan base, they release best ofs, right? Because they're not releasing new music, or
Right.
they may release some things that are not enough to release. So they release best of records, and trying to just do something with what you have already, I mean, doesn't hurt either. Or you have remixers.
So what you're saying is instead of dropping everything at once, boom, divvy it out.
You
And
got
then
it.
drop
I
it
mean,
all, boom. Yeah.
keep it like you're spending your money at
If we had-
different stores.
Like an Easter egg hunt.
If
Yes.
we had
Don't put
millions
them
of
all in one
fans,
spot. Hide one over there.
which our goal
one
is,
over there.
if we had millions of fans, Rick, it would be different.
You're gonna have them one day.
Well,
After this podcast too, I guarantee it. You know what I mean?
I hope so.
And you're gonna have you're gonna get a sponsor for X-Lax.
I want a
You
sponsor
know what
for
X-Lax is?
gels.
He's got me laughing like him now.
X-Lax and prune juice.
I don't
for you.
need X-Lax. It comes out easy for me.
Oh my goodness.
You need diapers then.
Yes, that's what I want.
Diapers.
I have a date
Man
for
diapers.
my wife and I. One date, I want us to wear Depends, and we just shit our pants. That's a date. Think about
that's
it. You
the
don't have
shit,
to
I
get
guess.
up and do anything.
Wow, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Well, what kind of food would you eat? Because
There
when I
might be
think
a
of food that
feti-
makes
there
me
might be a
shit,
fetish.
like Mexican food. I always
Ooh,
make spicy food makes me
Spicy, something
blow some up.
spicy.
Yeah.
Maybe not spicy. That
How
would
about you
burn.
go to Casa Vega and some Depends? Have the time of your life. Have a margarita. You
I
know
think
what
it's she doesn't like that idea, but I just thought.
She would have to wear more. She has to wear a top though too, right? Or just say she just rocks Depends on the bottom.
Well, if we stay home, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think the kids might not
Date
approve.
Kids can join in.
Oh no.
See, I understand. I love this. You're like the grounded dude, the organized, the meticulous guy, and he's like, I got all these ideas. Will this one work? No. All right, that song about Depends won't work. Let's do this next one. All right. Poopy in your pants. I got this song called Poopy in your pants. Poopy in your pants. Me and my wife. Poopy in your pants. Live it all night.
You know that gum? Have you ever been to San Luis Obispo?
But give it kind of like your sound. Poopy in your pants. Poopy in
Poopy in my pants.
Yeah, there you go.
Poopy in my pants. Poopy in my pants. Lord have mercy.
Woo! That's it. You got a good voice, dude. I love it.
You do too, man.
Thanks,
I've
bro.
heard your music and I love it.
But I told you this earlier. I need a story.
Oh yeah.
We all need a story. We need to come up with some story. This is a way to get some fans. I figured it out. We got to figure out a story of like tragedy, something you did wrong, some addiction you were on, hitting the bottom
Yeah.
and coming back. I don't have that story.
Well, wait. What about we were saying?
I don't have the story, dude.
What about
Let's make it up.
How about the drugs? You have to take pain
I never
pills.
did drugs, but no, I don't do pain. But I could
You
just
never
say I
did
do.
pain pills after the surgeries?
I'm on them right now, bro. I'm on them right now.
Oh.
I can't function without them.
Oh man.
There's my story.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Dude.
That's hectic,
Joking,
man.
bro. It's part of the story.
You see how I was entertained?
Yeah. See how drawn in?
It drew
we
him.
need
I
a
didn't-
fucking
I didn't-
story.
I didn't know
Listen,
that.
without the story, you don't got nothing, Tony. You understand? Rocky, he had a story. Philly, hey, Tony, yeah. He had a fucking story. Punching the meat, you know what I mean?
Do you remember? Have you been to San Luis Obispo?
I have.
Okay, you know they have an alley with gum on it everywhere.
Like in Seattle.
Yeah, he's like the wall, and I'm spitting gums at him.
And I'm like, calm down, dude.
That's like weird.
Why don't you relax a
You
little
got
bit?
hepatitis?
Well, wait. Like I said,
Don't breathe on me, bro. Hey, we got some mask up in here. I don't even.
he's a caged animal. I'll tell you
Wait a
that.
second.
You gotta
So
watch
you're
out.
the chewed up gum on his wall.
Yeah, that's the ideas.
It's better than shit on the wall.
That's why I said, hey, Alex, listen.
You know, they say throw enough shit on the wall, something sticks.
Some sticks, yeah.
Nothing stuck for me.
But I'm going to tell you, man, I stress myself out so much that it's very unhealthy. It really, let's go down that road because
You feel stressed right now?
no.
Do you think that you take things too serious?
I take
sometimes?
medicine, man. I mean, yeah, you could
There's
say,
the story. This is the story. What kind of medicine?
No, I mean, it's blood pressure medicine.
Have you hit the bottom?
No, but listen,
Oh.
you know, I'm 44
Oh,
years
story's
old.
not interesting.
I'm not like, you know, I'm not super overweight or anything, and I have to take blood pressure medicine. I know there's so many people like that out there, but it is definitely part of my lifestyle of how I perceive things and take things in.
Yeah.
Because I wrap
Your
around my brain.
perception, yeah.
My brain is just like,
Well, you guys are good yin and
Constantly
yang.
going.
You know, you're like the linear and squiggy thing. You need it. You need the gum on the wall. You need the gum. You need the wall. You
Yeah.
need something to throw some shit at. Someone's actually gonna
I
listen to
don't
you.
know, but like
Someone
serious.
actually listen to you.
But I love.
You know what I mean?
And when people don't listen, I write it down.
But I love laughing, Rick. Don't get me wrong.
Wait, Johnny.
I don't like to be all serious, but I
I
love
know,
laughing.
I know you well enough.
It's
Hold
the
on a second.
seriousness.
He said if people don't laugh, he writes it down. But are you gonna get back at somebody?
No,
You
but
didn't laugh at my joke? Oh, Johnny didn't
I
laugh at my
get-
joke. Well, get that guy.
Oh no.
I have to get it out of my chest. It's like the artist. There was I forget this Japanese poet, but he said there's one
This
quote.
sounds fake already.
No.
It's just a Canadian poet. I don't know
Right.
his name, but
Oh yeah, he's Japanese and Eskimo.
Yeah.
He said, "I must." So I must. You wake up every morning. You must do something towards whatever it is you love or feel
cool.
inside your spirit. So that is how I wake up every morning. Whatever it may be, it might be, oh shit, I got to clean up the garage, but I must get out and do it. For me, thank God, it's more creative stuff that I enjoy
That's cool.
musically or write or whatever, or like you say a joke or call a friend and say hi.
yeah.
All these things that come to our heart right away,
Yep.
we should live in that moment. If that thought came to you, for some reason, you're supposed to reach out to that person. Because
Yeah.
it might be that moment passes and then your chance to make that
Yeah, you gotta live in the
is
moment.
done.
The beginning of your story, you definitely gotta live in the moment. I agree with that 100%. The beginning of your story sounded like that movie Breakfast Club, where they're sitting around, they're like, "Hey, have you ever kissed a girl?" "Yeah." "Who?" "Oh, you wouldn't know her. She's from the Niagara Falls area." Hey, there's this poet, Japanese, but he lives in Canada. Don't know his name.
I forget the name. I wish I remembered it, but it was anyway. It was one of my acting coach turned me on to that. So that's
Oh, so you went to acting school too?
I was a child actor. Yeah, I grew up.
What movies? Anything that we would know, or
Yeah, Brothers, In Enemy Hands. Those are like the big studio names.
that's how you met Johnny
I
Cash
did.
then, right? Being
That
on the
was on a
set,
TV show called Renegade.
but you weren't acting on that.
Yeah. And I did a lot of commercials, man. Got Milk, Dodge. I had a lot of hair, like a big long locks and curls before I went.
Dude, tattoo that shit.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I was like, oh my gosh, that looks great.
That's a game changer. Now he has a story.
That's it.
Wait, what's the story? Tattoo in his head?
I don't know. People are going to look at him and go,
Child act. No, we got to we're gonna make some shit up though. Okay. You were a child actor,
Yeah.
but someone stole all your money.
Oh, they definitely stole all my money. You
Then
know,
what happened is you went down the dark road.
I
This is
did-
what happened. This is your story. Follow me. Dark road, drugs, abuse, neglect. you're under a bridge, and something came to you and said, I need to start singing. That's your story.
That's a good story. I
Stick
like
to it,
that.
bro. People gravitate to that shit. Even
Where he
on
laughed
stage.
so hard, he passed out, and he woke up and his head was tattooed.
No, listen, I'm going to clear something up so anybody out there gets upset, because everybody gets upset. I have sympathy for people that have had struggles. I'm just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I have, people say they have their addictions and the problems that they go through. I have plenty of friends that have been in and out of rehab, still in rehab and stuff. So I have a heart for that. I'm just trying to be funny.
No,
No,
that's
Telling
true.
jokes, because people want to hold other
course.
things against you about everything you say anymore.
Ah, well.
Of course.
But it's just jokes. I'm just having fun.
I think that's the hardest part, because like, when do people actually get to know you?
Me?
Well, I'm saying in general, anybody. I mean, you could watch this and make your judgment on the person, but you don't really know them until you actually get in a room with them, you sit down and talk.
But
to
I don't
them.
want them to know me.
That's okay.
Whatever happened to the mystique? And I know we're going to end this pretty soon, Jeff. Whatever happened to the mystique of an artist?
Well, I mean,
Everything has to be
Because
exploited
of the
in order
internet.
for people to follow you. What'd you have for lunch? Where'd you go on your birthday?
'Cause everything's
Where'd
here,
you
right
be?
here.
But you could do it in a way to where you don't have to give them everything.
I can't see what you're showing me. What is she showing me?
Video.
You could talk.
DJO.
I don't know what. I don't.
Who's DJO?
Oh, she wants me to talk about another band. No, I recently heard a song that she was playing on Spotify. This is crazy. Because I don't know if it
Mystique
was
is
just
good. Putting
I don't
everything
know
out
if it
there.
was me
Mystique
just
is good,
overlooking
yeah.
it. I mean, I'm not here to promote another band. I'm trying to promote
I
our
am.
own
Molly
band. but-
Crew's sick, bro. They
But,
keep getting back together.
but no,
over
I had
and over
dinner
again.
next to the drummer and his wife when he was with Pamela.
Wow.
They were really nice.
Yeah, one time I told Courtney Love I could be her security guard.
You did.
It's like, what are you tripping, bro? Anyways, so this
Sorry,
band,
Johnny, go ahead.
Yeah, this DJO. It became popular on TikTok. Went viral.
Wait, are they the reggae?
oh
core?
yeah, you talked about this. Yeah.
Song, and the melody is
knows
"I'm
why
back to
things get like that?
Chicago, I'm in it." It's like a very indie style, and like, but has some 80 elements because they're using a lot of synthesizers in their music and guitar and stuff. We kind of fit that vibe, right? Like that would be a great band to like tour with.
Yeah, hit them up.
No, I mean we live in
Also,
a small.
we want to play that punk rock show you do too with
We live in a
Steve
small-
Caballero. I don't remember what it was. You guys did. He's
Shredfest.
yeah, that'd be.
Oh
fun
yeah,
to play.
that's in the San Fernando Valley. That's at Pink Motel.
When it comes
It's
to
called
music
Shredfest.
and getting in touch with people, we have to realize it is very small now.
It is.
because of technology and
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you can reach.
You still got to be good. You still got to be. You still
But
put on
that
a
would
show.
be a great band. And the reason why, I did want to maybe talk about it a little bit was the way they release music. Now, I heard the song and immediately I was attracted. My fiance was playing the song on her Spotify, and our music was linked in with it, right? And it was kind of on her playlist. And man, that's a really cool song. It's very moody. And I go look it up, and I'm like, man, I really love this. I sent it to my brother. I sent it to Alex. And this is months ago. Okay?
Oh, that I remember now.
So
I was
months
like,
ago, and like I'm like, man, this song is so catchy. It really does come down to the song, right? Because now I can see it getting popular, and
It's
just
all
like,
about the song.
It blew up. It blew up. No, well, I mean,
trying to figure out trying to figure out a formula. I don't think is really like, it's not formulated. It's like you just kind of got to vibe it. Don't you think? Like
I do.
Like I think I compare everything to bike riding, and when I say with music and comedy and different things that I do as well as an artist with you guys, you don't try to calculate too much, because if you calculate, then you lose the feeling, because now you're you're thinking, and when you think, that's kind of when you ruin the vibe of the feeling, because people like things, the music, because the way that makes them
but,
feel.
also
but trying to
yeah.
position and trying to calculate too much sometimes doesn't go as planned. It might have worked for that band.
I know, but you have so many real things that you say in your music. You have so many real things.
And
that,
people don't want, they'd rather hear stuff like, I don't like myself.
All it takes is the right melody for them to hear what you're actually saying.
No, what it takes
understand
is,
what I mean?
what it takes is
Something
for me
that
to
they
die,
can connect.
and then someone find my shit, and then my kids go, well, we own that, and then they get all
But
the
like,
money.
about
This band's
that.
great. We're having this guy. He
in this-
died fucking decades ago.
In that song, they're saying, he's saying, back in Chicago, I feel it. Another version of me. I'm in it. I was in it, he says. So in that, what I'm taking from it is that people are literally singing this part of the song, and they don't live in Chicago. But what he's saying is he's however he felt, in that moment is like, people are actually relating to it because the sound of it is timeless, and they're singing when I'm back in Chicago, and maybe they're feeling, when I'm back at home.
Yeah, but sometimes people don't really care about what
Instead
they're
of saying I'm back at home, I'm back. But people
Also, look at the algorithms that are out there, because now people are fed what they like.
I'm not even talking about. I'm really talking
You're talking
about
the vibe.
I'm talking about the vibe and what sucked me into
What
hearing
you
the song.
felt, yeah.
And I know because the song went viral.
Get frustrated.
Listen, the song went viral because of it. Yo, Rick, the song went viral because
Okay,
of...
listen. I had the same thing with Black Sabbath. Finished with my woman because she couldn't help me. You know what I mean? I get the vibe. I understand.
Yep. So
Enough of that band. Who cares about that band?
no.
Your vibe is where it's
they
at.
used
What's
the
his name?
tools.
Dario or
Yeah.
something?
No, they used TikTok.
Diego, whatever
they
it is.
used TikTok to become... And what I found
Use
out...
the
Listen, to
tools.
this. No, listen. I haven't even mentioned the kicker on this whole thing.
We'll get
What
to
is
it.
it? What,
The
get to
singer
it.
is Joe. Listen, the singer of the band is Joe Keery. He is the guy on Stranger Things. He's the guy that works at the ice cream shop.
kid.
He's the famous
Right.
actor.
Awesome.
And believe me, I mean, like, he's a great musician. But you know what he said in an interview was, they're like, a lot of actors who come out with bands later, they're not really successful. How do you feel? And he's like, yeah. I mean, he felt the same way. It was like, and it's just weird, the timing, because I saw the videos. I saw everything. I could never see his face. I didn't know it was him. And then all of a sudden, so I can't say, well, they became famous because he's Joe Keery from Stranger Things. No, they became famous
So what
because
if it did?
he writes good music.
Yeah. So
He writes good music.
Yeah.
He writes good music that people
Goes back to the
relate
music.
to it.
Yeah.
But they use TikTok to become famous on that song.
That's
Okay?
good.
It went viral because people were putting it in their videos, and
That's-
they kept doing it, and it became huge.
Kids
And that's
were
what's going to
using
happen
videos,
with you
yeah.
guys. That's what's going to happen
gotta
with you guys.
use the tools.
And that's what's definitely going to happen with me, because I know for sure I ain't sitting around doing no bullshit. Where can somebody get your guys' merch? Let's see your merch real quick
yeah.
before we get out of here.
Oh, and you're a workaholic, dude. I know. You
I-
work to
oh,
promote
yeah,
your
yeah,
stuff.
I'm all about
This
it.
is just a bag for your groceries or your goodies. You can get your goodies.
Wait. Do that camera right
Put
there.
your goodies in there.
That's the new artwork, and then that's the bag.
yeah.
Where
And
can
the
people get your
t-shirt.
guys' merch at?
Online.
Yeah, Deco Entertainment. You can go to a
You
DEKO
asshole, you know
Entertainment.
that?
They have a store for Something Strange, and you can go
That's
to
a
our
tour
website.
shirt.
Yeah,
That one.
That's a clean tour shirt.
You can get these bags too online.
Something
Sick.
Strange music, or Something Strange.
Oh, you hook your phone up to it? Oh, lights up. Oh, okay. Take that to the rave. Do they still do raves? I'm gonna go to one. Give me
Yeah,
that bag.
my
Let's
kids
go.
were asking about that.
That's the new artwork for the new. Oh, let's see the new CD. You got a new CD too. So what's the Instagram? The Instagram is just how it's spelled on the bag. Something
Yeah,
strange.
Something
The
Strange.
CD looks like that,
music.
but
I think is.
I
on
gave you the
Instagram.
CDs.
Right? Oh, okay. Wait, let me see that bag.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we spell it SUMTHING. Some of all things. And that Parallel Worlds is coming out in March 28th, I believe it's March 28th. That's
Do you have a
full-
website too?
We have a website, somethingstrange.com.
Okay.
Or Something
So
Strange
people
Music.
get you up for your tour
Strange
dates.
Music,
You got a show coming up too. We're gonna cover this.
do.
Then we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So when's your show? Let them know right now.
March 1st, we're
Where
playing
at?
the Canyon
Saturday,
Club.
Canyon Club.
Okay, March 1st, Saturday, Canyon
Yeah,
Club.
this-
What
this-
time?
This coming Saturday. 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Doors open at 7.
Well, we're gonna air this right away so people could promote to come.
Oh
to your show.
yeah, that would be
Yeah, yeah.
great. And if
Okay.
you hit
Thanks,
us
brother.
up, we'll put you on a free guest list.
Yeah, anybody who
gee,
hits us up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, anybody.
Oh, that's what you're gonna do for me. You
well,
said?
you too, yeah,
Oh.
because we're gonna do it for
Oh,
all your
thanks,
fans.
guys. You're gonna put me on the guest list.
We're putting you and all your fans.
If we put
On the
if we
guest
put
list.
VIP in
Only
front
if
of it,
they
it
say
doesn't
they-
make you
they
feel
saw
better.
it.
That'd be
on.
3 people.
Hey, you and you three, you guys are welcome.
We also have a single coming out on Friday.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
called
I
I
Am.
Am. Yep.
Okay. I
That
am.
comes
Well,
out
by
this-
the time this airs, then this will be out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anybody out there, check out me on like Spotify and all that. Obviously, all that stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Sorry.
Something Strange. You know what? You guys have been one of the funnest interviews I've had
Oh,
so
thanks,
far.
man.
Man, thank
Yeah.
you, Rick.
Appreciate
Appreciate
I don't know
you.
what
Yeah.
it is. Maybe it's
It's
that
the
mustache.
poop talk.
You know,
Poop talk. It's the mustache.
Now I gotta
mustache put me in the mood. You know what I mean?
I better get to work, otherwise you're gonna never have
It's
us back.
it's the Mubble Gibbons.
Yeah, right. All right, listen, man. This is Plump Vessels. We're out of here. This is Rick Thorne. Thanks a lot for watching the show. Subscribe, tell your friends, follow Something Strange, play the music, go watch
thanks,
them
Rick.
play, and stay rad.
Everybody ready? Come on, let's go.
The Rick Thorne Show!